Now, you have a 3D model you're interested in printing. So the big question is, how do I get this to my new Formlabs printer? Well, we need a slicer to do this. Slicers are the middleman software that accept 3D model files, such as STL, OBJ, or 3MF, from your CAD program, and then slice the model into layers for automatic translation into G-code style files that printers can then read. Formlabs has its own slicer called Preform that communicates seamlessly with all its printers and all its materials. There is no tinkering required for this. That last part is particularly important because Formlabs has a huge material library. And if you had to go in and mess with tons of settings yourself for each material, that would be a pain. Preform is stored locally on your computer and is free to download. Just go to formlabs.com/software/preform to download Preform for Windows or Mac. Once downloaded, open it up and you'll be presented with a screen like this. Click in the Job Setup box to open a page that lets you select a printer, material, and layer height. Here is where you should be able to see your printer up at the top if it's connected to a network. If not, you may have to click the drop-down menu to select your printer model. Note that Formlabs printer serials consist of an adjective and an animal name. It definitely beats those cumbersome alphanumeric serials. Go ahead and select it. You'll notice that the resin you've inserted into the printer will auto-populate. Choose your layer height and click Apply. Now that we're back on the home page, I want to draw your attention to the Job Setup window again. Notice Preform displays ready to print for your selected printer. This is because we confirm the presence and cleanliness of all consumables on the printer's UI. This means we can send print jobs directly to the printer without any hiccups. At this point, you are now ready to import your 3D model. Click File and Open. Select your desired model from its saved location within File Explorer and click Open. With your model now on the build platform, it's time to begin orienting your part. Now, when it comes to part orientation for resin printing, there are two factors to consider. First, we want to minimize cross-sectional area across all layers. This game controller bezel starts out with many layers featuring small cross-sectional areas, but then abruptly becomes huge. This huge area will generate large peel forces on the part and potentially dislodge it from the build platform.
Which is not good.
Fortunately, we can mitigate this by simply canting the part up at an oblique angle across multiple axes. Check out the cross-sectional area now. Very small and consistent from bottom to top. The second factor to consider is elimination of cupping regions. Cupping regions are essentially suction cups that, like those large cross-sectional areas, can generate high peel forces. This can cause the part to dislodge from the build platform or even cause geometry to implode.
Which is not good.
Now, Preform has a built-in print validation algorithm to detect these issues. By toggling them on, you can see concerning regions highlighted. Here, I toggled on cups for this bottle print, and you can see we have a huge cupping zone inside the bottle since it's hollow. Simply adding a vent hole or reorienting the part will alleviate this problem. Back to our part, we don't have any cupping concerns, and we can validate that the cross-sectional area for each layer is uniform by using the toggle slider on the right side of our build view. With this out of the way, it's time to add supports. Manually adding touch supports, like in many other resin slicers, is very time-consuming. Fortunately, Preform has a built-in automated touch support generator. Click Auto Generate All, and you're done. After Preform runs its print validation calculation, the left pane shows all green checks. Double-check the layer-by-layer preview using the slider on the left, and once you're satisfied with all this, it's time to print this part. Click Upload Print in the lower right corner. Here you can send the job to the printer's queue where you can start the job through the printer's UI, or you can start the print immediately. Congratulations on starting your first print job. Happy printing!